Today, and I can tell you that there is mutual respect and that there was commitment to getting you here today. They put long hours in, as you well know, to make this day for you. So I think they deserve a round of applause. For those of you that don't know the faculty, I'm going to introduce you to them. Dr. Scott Smith. when you started this program, and some of you, as I look around, were in my intro class, and I remember the terror on your faces that very first day, and the terror in my stomach as I looked out at you, thinking, oh my God, I have these people for 2 more years. I'm kidding. But part of doing the welcome address is also saying, you know, a little inspiring kind of message. And I was looking around and I was thinking, wow, you know, if you look in our environment, as a person in the environment, if you look, they got that joke. If you look around, there's not a whole lot to be inspired about. If you look at journalism, you know, they're really busy talking about how awful the state of the world is. You look at our business and environment and the economy, and there's not a whole lot that's inspirational there. But what I can tell you is that when I look at the faces of these individuals, not only am I inspired, but I have hope. This group that is going out into the world is going to make the world a better place. I can promise you. So, Oakland's new motto, if you watch any of our TV shows, is reaching beyond the ordinary. Mary Costa was selected by her class. Mary, where are you? Mary was selected by the class to give the opening remarks for the students. That shows not only what a wonderful and respected peer she is, but also the respect that she gets from the faculty and staff of the program. We had the distinct honor to have Mary work for us before she worked in the program. And I'm very proud of the fact that not only can I continue to call her my friend, but now she's my colleague.
We have changed from degree to degree, spent money in places we didn't need to, and spent a significant amount of time thinking critically about what our purpose is in life. When I finally decided social work was a degree I wanted to pursue, everything began to come together. I'm sure several of you can relate when I say that things just clicked. Classes became enjoyable and the homework became simple because of the motivation I had to complete them. When we found this profession, things began to fall into place for a reason, and that's because we belong here. Although we can finally say that we have a degree in social work, we have always been social workers at heart, with our genuine compassion to help those in need, put a smile on the faces of others, and change the world one step at a time. Now, after 2 years in the social work program, I think I can speak for everyone when I say it was no walk in the park. All of us were pushed to our limit with papers, exams, projects, field placements, and classes in general. I don't think any one of us could forget how scared Dr. Smith made us after sending his dedication to his class email. I quote, "The first and possibly most important piece of information you need to know is that this class will be, in no uncertain terms, one of the most demanding courses you take as an undergrad. And you can expect a heavy volume of reading. Several journal articles are assigned each week, along with required reading from the text, high writing standards, and a very fast pace. Without a doubt, the class size dropped significantly significantly after very nicely written email. Not to mention, receiving a 25-page syllabus for almost every social work course was kind of intimidating, to say the least. Especially since we knew that every time the syllabus was passed out, we were being assigned numerous lengthy papers and presentations. Speaking of papers, do you guys remember how scary the APA checklist used to look? We had to refer to that list constantly in order to make sure we were writing our papers up to the standards of the social work professors. At that time, I recall feeling like I was never going to make it to graduation. Yet here we all are, sitting in our caps and gowns, waiting to be acknowledged for the completion of our PSW. We didn't make it this far on our own, though. Our family members and support groups have stayed up late with us while we finished our assignments, consoled us when we thought we did bad on a final exam, and helped us to make sure that we implemented a little self-care now and then. Thank you for being so patient and loving during such a great time of stress. It is our friendships within the program that have truly helped us to survive the journey toward earning a social work degree. We are all at the same level, learning the same things, and experiencing a similar amount of anxiety. Developing the friendships that we have within the program currently wasn't very easy, though. At first, we would come to class, listen to lecture, and leave as if no one was sitting next to us. It wasn't until we were forced to participate in an assigned group project that our friendships began to bond. We all know that group projects can be hard to handle, but there's just something about depending on someone else for a good grade that begins the friendship process. After we began opening up to each other in group projects and speaking more in class, sharing our stories with our entire cohort became easier and easier. Recently, we began opening up to each other in a way I never expected. Instead of standing along beside our classmates and watching them grow, we began to help them bloom. I have seen almost every member of my cohort during moments of happiness and moments filled with tears. Through these moments, we have made friendships that will last a lifetime. It is hard to think about where we would be today without the friendships we have made throughout the program. Our friends were especially helpful when we began the field placement process. As if classes weren't hard enough, landing a field placement was one of the most nerve-wracking situations we went through as students in the social work program. Working to impress agencies that attended the field fair here at OU, and getting through the interview with a specific field agency was only the beginning. The first couple weeks of our internships were most likely full of anxiety and the feeling of being uncomfortable. We felt completely out of place and knew nothing about what was going on around us. It took a pretty long period of time to gain a little confidence in our abilities within our internships, and that was when things began to change for the better. Finishing up our internship, we were likely to feel happy to be there and proud of what we had to offer. We were proactive in helping our clients and ready to challenge whatever came our way. After finishing 400 unpaid hours or more in an agency within the helping profession, I am confident that we are ready to take on the social work profession at the bachelor level. This speech would not be complete if I didn't mention the phenomenal professors that have greatly assisted in our growth towards professionalism. They have helped in our growth as students, individuals, and professionals. On behalf of every graduating student in this room, I want to say